And if you've lost, and I don't think anything that Donald Trump did to him was wrong. This is war. This is a battle. The man doesn't have the gumption to come up and say, "Hey, you beat me fair and square." Donald Trump didn't throw him out of the race. Ted Cruz stepped out of the race.
Yeah. Well, there's still time for Ted to come around, and he may or may not. I don't think it matters at this point. I think he's become irrelevant. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do himself any favors in the Senate either to finish out his term there. But, it's irrelevant, I think, at this point. The momentum is there. I have no doubt between the remaining primaries left that Trump will get his 1237, and he's going to be the nominee. So your choice is, do we support him or not?
Well, here's the problem for Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz politically basically is dead. There is nowhere for him to go. He had an opportunity. He had a great opportunity. If he'd have swallowed his pride and swallowed his ambition and gone to Trump and said, look, rather than us killing each other, why don't we unite? You run for the presidency, I'll be your vice president. He would have been set for the next 16 years. Yeah. But he was too prideful. And as far as I'm concerned, I hope people like Ed come along and they vote. If they go ahead and they vote for some guy named Gary Johnson or some guy named Joe Blow, in some godforsaken party, you're basically handing it over to Hillary Clinton. And don't come crying on the radio later on if she's the president of the United States and one of your votes happened to be a vote that put her into the White House. Don't come crying on the radio saying, "Oh, we got to do something." You have an opportunity. The same thing goes like if you remember when Romney was running. Ken from Livonia was all over the radios saying, "I can't vote for the guy because he's a Mormon." Well, what did you get? You got Barack Obama.
Yep.
And then you can bitch about it for the next 4 or 8 years. So look at it from realistic. Donald Trump, okay, he's given you what you want for the Supreme Court, for everybody that's for right for life and protection of the Second Amendment and the Constitution. He's given you 11 people that are going to sit on that bench. One of them is going to sit on that bench and be the fifth vote. And if Donald Trump is president of the United States, he may be able to put another one or two of those people that he's got on the list into the Supreme Court, and then you've basically told the Democrats to go to hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Great points. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate the call. All right, so there we go. A lot of good points. Why? But we've got time. Like I said, I am not pushing people to just jump on the Trump bandwagon. That's something you have to do at your own pace. But let's really talk about Hillary Clinton. Let's drop down, Derek. I want to talk about some flip-flops and lies that we've been getting from Hillary Clinton. Now, she's out there, and it's a constant batter of lies. And on the Daily Drift, you'll see a YouTube video, 13 minutes long, of Hillary flip-flopping or lies. I don't care what you call them. She is a consummate liar. She panders and panders. Let's go with track 3, and this is on Hillary's core values. You got that one ready, Derek? All right, let's play that.
Just in July, New Hampshire, you told the crowd you, quote, take a backseat to no one when it comes to progressive values.
I take a backseat to no one when you look at my record and standing up and fighting for progressive values.
Last month in Ohio, you said you plead guilty to, quote, being kind of moderate and center. Do you change your political identity based on who you're talking to?
No. I think that, like most people that I know, I have a range of views, but they are rooted in my values and my experience.
I get accused of being kind of moderate and center. I plead guilty.
Just for the record, are you a progressive or are you a moderate?
I'm a progressive.
Okay, so which are you today, anyways, Hillary, or at this very moment? This is a woman, she's the complete chameleon of politics. She'll swing to try and steal Bernie's voters to be the ultimate in socialist, and then she'll come back to the center Democrats and say, listen, I'm a moderate. Pay no attention to those left-wing things that I said. This is what you're getting with Hillary Clinton. More of the same. If you're looking for an outsider and you got to vote Democrat, for crying out loud, throw your support to Bernie Sanders. At least he's an honest socialist, and you know what you're getting. With Hillary Clinton, you're getting more and more of the same old crony, and I don't even believe she's a progressive. I think all she really wants to do is make money for herself and cut more. All those deals that she cut at the State Department, that's all going to come out here. And I'm still hoping and believing that we're going to get some kind of an indictment before November on Hillary Clinton. These charges need to be brought, and the DOJ needs to do it. And Barack Obama, I wish you would listen to this show, because you know what? Bring those charges, because it's going to help you, Barack, and I hate to be selfish about it, but that's what would happen. It would help Barack and his post-presidential global fund if you could get rid of the Clinton Foundation, and that's one step toward doing it. But let's take another look. You got track 4 ready, Derek? This is Hillary talking about her emails.
Going through the emails, there were over 60,000 in total sent and received. About half were work-related and went to the State Department, and about half were personal, that were not in any way related to my work.
When you speak to the public, you say, I turned over everything. That's, for the most part, a direct quote. When you talk to the public, you say, I turned over everything.
90 to 95% of my work-related emails were in the state system. If they wanted to see them, they would certainly have been able to do so. You know what?
That is maybe the 10th time you have cited that figure today.
It is.
And I have not heard anyone other than you ever cite that figure. Who told you that 90 to 95% of your emails were in the State Department system? Who told you that?
We learned that from the State Department in their analysis of the emails that were already on the system.
The Inspector General report found that less than 1% of State Department emails, record emails, were captured. So they give a number of less than 1%, and you give a number of 90%.
I have absolute confidence that everything that could be in any way connected to work is now in the possession of the State Department.
This pile represents the emails that you sent or received about Libya in 2011, from February through December of 2011. This pile represents the emails you sent or received from early 2012 until the day of the attack. There are 795 emails in this pile. We've counted them. There are 67 emails in this pile in 2012. And I'm troubled by what I see here. I can only conclude by your own records that there was a lack of interest in Libya in 2012.
Okay. So the lies just keep on coming with this woman. She tells whatever she has to in order to please the crowd she's got at that time. All right, so we're wrapping up the show. Derek, how much time we got? 1 minute. So let me get the last sponsor in here. If you're looking for something to do tomorrow, go to the Links of Whitmore. It's one of the greatest golf courses in this area. May 22nd, that's Sunday. Tomorrow they're doing a couples scramble. You can go to the website, whitmorelakegolflinks.com, or you can call them 734-449-4653. That's the Links of Whitmore Golf Club. 734-449-4653. A great way to spend the day with your better half. It's a couple scramble tomorrow at the Links of Whitmore. All right, so that's it. Until next week, go to thedailydrift.com. Send me those emails, Gary at thedailydrift.com, and we'll see you next week. Take care.